What's up, everyone? This is my selection matrix by Caleb Dole. Alright, so we sat down, we really found out your true needs and wants, and then I sent it over to my team, and they were able to dive a little bit deeper and give me a better analysis of what airplane just makes sense for you and your company, and especially taking on this new place in Oklahoma. We need to get this done pretty quick. And so we're able to narrow it down. We got it down to 4, so now we really need to pick out which aircraft you really want. Okay, so refreshing our interview, we sat down and talked about things that you wanted and you wanted to focus on. We understood that range, payload, and wind load wasn't that big of a factor. We didn't really care about that. We're more focused on getting our money's worth and that we're spending the money in the right spot, and then not having to spend that much money in the long run, like cost of operations and stuff like that. Okay, and then diving into this analysis that we were able to do. Here we see with the Mitsubishi, we had that one. These are the 4 aircrafts that we talked about last week. So the weight factor, so this was how much you really cared about each individual thing. This one being purchase price, this one being age of the aircraft, value factor. This was a big one here. Cabin volume, that wasn't that too big. We didn't really touch on that. We flew right over that, but yeah, you didn't say it was that big of a deal. Or it was like one in the middle. Wing load, that was not a factor. Payload, max, range was not a factor, and then direct cost, that was a big one for you, and this is also gonna go into play here in a minute. And then maintenance cost was this one, so that was a big one, and then direct cost was for here. Okay, so these are all affecting, and then each one of these aircrafts have their specific number here. So this one, the purchase price is really good at 600,000, so that's a 10, and then it's going to be times by that 7, and each one of these is going to be times by 7. So we're able to see here, and then these are your overall values, so we're able to see that this one contributes to 23% of your overall with all these added up. So like this one was 1%, 4%. All these really didn't contribute to it because we had one. And then going down here, direct costs. This was the biggest impact. This is how much it's going to cost you each time you travel. So that was your biggest one, and then it affected these two the most. That was almost 50% of what went up, because that's how much. Those are the ones that are going to have the best cost for every time you fly. These are going to be more expensive. These are the jets, so now we can really eliminate these out of the list unless you really want to focus on them, but I think we should get rid of them and really focused on their Kodiak and the Mitsubishi. These are going to be, and looking at the overall price, we're able to see that out of all of them and what you cared about the most, it didn't give you that high of a score compared to these two. And these are a 301 and then a 306. And then now we're going to go look back at a better comparison of all of this here. And I made a chart for you showing that this one has your most interest in mind. Mainly just focusing on the cost of the aircraft, it being lower cost, and then whenever you fly those 300 nautical mile missions, it's not going to cost you as much because these guys are jets. They take a lot of gas and fuel. So yeah, we can eliminate these and really focus on these now, seeing that this one is going to be the most recommended, really focusing on the value and the cost of the aircraft. So thank you. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.